Alright, so everyone's talking about the next update in Fortnite Season OG, and apparently it's going to be tomorrow, but it gets a little confusing. So as of right now, it's Monday morning, and they don't officially announce downtime until usually later in the day. So I guess we'll find out for sure later, but as of right now, most of the data miners and leakers are saying there's going to be a downloadable update tomorrow morning. However, with that said, despite there being the downloadable update, the map will not change until this Thursday. So hopefully that makes sense. We'll get the download tomorrow, but I don't know if anything is actually going to change in the update. It sounds like we have to download it tomorrow morning, and then nothing changes until this Thursday. Now, I hope it's not that way, but that's what it seems like right now. Now, this is going to be, in my opinion, one of the best updates this season. But don't just take my word for it, let me tell you why. So if we go back to the official patch notes when Season OG dropped, this is what it said. On November 16th, there's going to be a hotfix. So the 16th, like I said, is this Thursday, 3 days from today. And they called it Season 7 and Season 8 of Chill and Treasure. So right now we're in the Season 6 update. Season 7 and 8 are going to be combined together. So this is what it says. If you thought chiller traps were cold, Season 7 and 8 featured a snow biome and frosty flights. Pirate camps appeared on the island following the polar temperatures, and a range of swashbuckling gear was on the map to employ. So here's how the loot pool is going to change. You can see we got 3 OG returning weapons, and 2 of these at least are my favorite. So starting on the left, that's the Flint-Knock pistol. Now this was around in future chapters, so you may have got to experience it before. And to me, like I said, it's one of my favorites in the entire game. It's strong, it's fun to use, it can be used as mobility, and you can even use it as a shotgun. Now the drawback, of course, is it shoots one single time, and then you have to reload it, and it's super slow. But sometimes I don't even pick up a shotgun. I use this as my shotgun because it does so much damage, and it can knock people back. So if you're on top of tilted towers, for example, and you hit someone with this, they'll go flying off the top rope and potentially have fall damage. Now with that said, remember, it works the same way for you. If you're not crouching and you shoot this, you're going to go flying backwards. So just keep that in mind. And then we got the minigun, another one of my favorites, but it used to be super, super overpowered. So back when it first came out, you could fire it unlimited. There was no cooldown, there was no stopping the enormous firepower. As many small rounds as you had, that's what you could shoot. So if you were at 999, you could shoot this for, 5 minutes straight. And then eventually they realized that's not the best way to have this weapon on the map, so they kind of nerfed it, and they gave it a cooldown effect. So now if you shoot it too long, it turns orange or red, and you gotta wait for it to cool down. So which version will we be getting? Probably the nerfed one, but you never know. And then lastly, the quad launcher. A lot of people like this. I think it is pretty good. Obviously, you can fire 4 consecutive rockets in a row, which means it can do potentially a lot of damage. But I always prefer just the original RPG. However, like I said, this one is fun and very powerful. So how about the defensive side of things? What are we going to get? Well, we're going to start with the poison trap. This one, if I remember correctly, was hit or miss. Quite literally. I think it was easy to dodge the little poison darts that fly out. They come out of different holes on the trap. So I think it was possible to dodge them. And if you did get hit, I think, if I remember correctly, it poisons you and you take damage over time. But I don't remember it being that lethal. So unless they're already hurt, I don't think it can eliminate someone like a normal trap would. Now most people are going to love the itemized glider redeploy. If you forgot what this is, it's an actual item you pick up. So unlike in Team Rumble where you have glider redeploy at all times, with this, you pick it up and you have a certain number of uses. I think it was 10, if I remember correctly. Someone will have to correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe it was 20 or 15. I don't know. It's at least 10. So you pick it up and then you get just as many uses as there is, and then it goes away. So you have to have it in your inventory as an item, and it's not a trap either. It literally goes in one of your 5 slots. And then lastly, we got the buried treasure from Season 8. Absolutely amazing. You pick up the map, it shows you where to go, X marks the spot, you dig it up with your pickaxe, and you get some great loot. Now remember, the poison dart trap will not be in zero build because for some reason the traps aren't there. No chillers, no damage traps, and no poison dart trap either. Now this is why I say it's going to be the best update ever, because guess what else returns with Season 7 and Season 8? We've got planes and the pirate cannon. So planes, my favorite of all time. It's called the X4 Stormwing. And again, when these first came out, they were absolutely crazy. The damage for ramming into people was off the charts. You could fire your machine guns pretty much unlimited. It would do a lot of damage, and then I'm pretty sure they nerfed the heck out of them, so I don't know which versions we're going to get. And back in Season 7, they didn't require gas either. So I'm hoping that they don't have a fuel meter, but they gave the Quad Crashers a fuel meter even though there's no gas on the map. So chances are it will have a limited lifespan, which is a bummer. But we'll see. So great mobility. They can do damage. You can carry your duo, trio, or squad, and they can shoot off the wings as well. Really fun item. Best in the game in my opinion. And then we got the pirate cannon. You can use this to launch yourself, and it does do damage if I remember correctly. So you can launch your teammates as well or yourself. Great mobility. So that's what's getting unvaulted. How about what's getting vaulted? We really don't know, but I'm going to check the patch notes of Season 7 and Season 8 when they first came out. Let's see if we can find out. Okay, so remember, this is supposed to be Season 7 and Season 8 combined. So in the original Season 7 patch notes, this is what it said got vaulted. So they vaulted Shadow Stones, which weren't even on the map for us right now. The Portafort, which we didn't have. We have the Portafortress, so I imagine that might get vaulted. The Chiller Grenade got vaulted, which we don't have. Clinger Grenade, which we do. The Double Barrel Shotgun, and the Shockwave Grenade. Potentially some things on this list we do have, and then others we didn't. So let's see Season 8 now. So in Season 8, they didn't vault very much. They vaulted the Sneaky Snowman, which we don't have. The Chiller Grenade, which we don't have. The Planes, which we know they're not going to vault because they're coming out. The Shopping Cart, and the ATK. So potentially, I guess we could lose the Shopping Cart and the Golf Carts. And that seems about it. So I guess we'll see what they do, but that's what happened originally if we follow what they did back then. So what else can we expect in the update? According to the data miner and leaker Sheena, new OG cosmetics. So as far as I know, all the ones that were in the Season OG announcement trailer, we've got. So hopefully there's some new ones in store. Next is hidden Battle Pass bonus rewards. Now what that means, if we go to our OG Pass right here, under bonus rewards here we have page 1, which ends in the awesome Magmatic Renegade links, and then page 2, and this is what it was referring to. So in 3 days, we get 3 new items. Now we know this one right here, the larger question mark, is a skin. And we know that because this one right here is the same size and it's clearly a skin. So these smaller boxes are accessories. So we have 2 accessories here and 1 skin. Now I don't know why they're hiding this. Is this the secret skin? Or is it just another style for one of the skins we already have? So some people were speculating that it could be super level styles, but again, there's only 1 skin here. So if it is, only 1 skin is getting a super level style, which doesn't make sense. Next up, it says hotfix content for Season 7 and 8. So I talked about that already. That for sure is going to be this Thursday. All the weapons and items and stuff that are getting vaulted and unvaulted, we covered that. Next it says maybe the December crew pack. So I don't know. We're kind of in the middle of November and we normally get the announcement towards the end of the month. So this may be a little early to get the December crew pack, but I'll keep my eyes peeled just in case. Next it says new collabs. Okay, that's a possibility of course. Next is added shop tabs. So far the item shops were hit or miss. There's been some really good ones this season and then some pretty bad ones. So here's hoping they finish out this season strong. Next it says maybe some files that give us clues about Chapter 5. So Sheena doesn't seem too optimistic about this, but other data miners are anticipating some event files in this update. So we know for sure we're having a live event at the end of this season. It's been confirmed by pretty much every leaker and data miner out there. And we also know this season ends on December 2nd. It's one of the shortest seasons of all time. So with that said, we're in the middle of November, like I mentioned. We're getting close to the end of this season, which means the live event's got to be added to the files soon. So potentially, in the update, we may get some information. Now, of course, that's all going to be leaks, and if you want to avoid spoilers, you're going to have to watch what you read on the internet. And that's about it. So again, we're not 100% sure how this update is going to go down. Some people are saying it's all going to happen on Thursday and nothing's going to happen tomorrow. Most people are saying we're going to get a download tomorrow and then nothing's going to change until this Thursday. So regardless of what happens, Thursday is the day you should be excited for. We might get some information tomorrow if there truly is an update, but everything big happens on Thursday. So as I'm recording this video, Sheena just posted this. FYI, we can no longer see when Epic puts a new game version on staging servers, which makes it a little harder to guess when an update will actually come out. But the blog post states that the Season 7 update is only a quote hotfix So I personally expect the version 27.10 to drop before Thursday. Okay, so that makes it even more unclear if the downloadable update is going to be tomorrow. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it in the title that it is tomorrow, but just a heads up 7-Up, it might not be. Maybe it'll be on Wednesday. But the fact that they're doing a hotfix on Thursday is confirmed. So regardless of when the update is, you know exactly what to expect, and that's all there is to it. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video. A like is always appreciated, and don't forget to use my Support-A-Creator code, which is tabortime.